Jono here from G4 Blair Athol. So today I'm here with Matt Jelling, who's starting to teach with us. He's joined our community. He's starting to take on some of the teaching here, which is fantastic. So Matt, for everyone who's part of G4 Blair Athol, tell us a little bit about you and go from there.
Awesome. So I started playing guitar when I was about 10 years old. I was in a music class one day and a bunch of my friends were wanting to pick up instruments. And I got a little bit jealous because I didn't want all my friends to be playing and I didn't want to be left behind. So I took the little sheets on saying, where all the instruments were, the checklist, what one you wanted to do. I took it home and I asked my parents if I could play drums first. And
love it. Initially, it was too loud for them?
Yes, pretty much. I didn't think they wanted that ruckus at that point.
Yeah.
So I went away and I thought about what instrument I wanted to play instead. There were some brass instruments and some singing, and I didn't feel comfortable doing all of that.
Yeah.
And then I saw on the list guitar. I thought, hey, why not? Let's give this one a whirl. So I went home, brought the sheet to my parents, said, hey, is it alright if I learn guitar? And they were like, yep, sure. And from there, it just became something I really enjoyed playing, and haven't looked back for a moment.
Sweet, that's awesome. So, what's one of your favourite songs? If you've got a favourite song as such that at the moment, or is there too many that you can choose
There's
from?
far too many. There's, because I've been doing music for such a long time, there's been so many genres of music I listen to that it's hard to pick a favourite. I mean, from the more traditional guitar styles like, our blues, our rock, jazz these days, through to even more modern stuff like hip-hop and electronic music. There's just far too many to choose from.
That's the beauty, hey, when you're learning an instrument. Like,
absolutely.
Because you're engulfed in all these different styles, and it's like, but I just want to play jazz like we were just doing before.
Yep.
Or you might want to play a bit of a rock tune because you're feeling that in that mood. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about the guitar is that it is a very versatile instrument. So you can play the jazz, you can play the rock, you can play the pop. You can also be creative and play other styles. There's not really a limit to what the guitar can do as long as you're creative enough to figure out how to apply it.
Ah, nice. Yeah. So if you were to pick a style, what would be your go-to? Or is it just depends on what you're feeling like for the day?
It just depends on the mood for the day, to be honest. These days in the car, I listen to a lot of hip-hop music, but I also study and play a lot of jazz music. So you have two forms of music that are on the complete opposite ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah.
So it all just depends. Depends on the day, depends on what I feel like.
Yeah, love it. Awesome. And like on the terms of like your favourite music, what are some of your favourite guitarists? So there's lots of different guitarists out there like Slash and Jimmy Page and all those sort of heavyweights. So who are you into at the moment? Who are some of your idols?
I'd have to go back to the early days to say the biggest three for me when I was first coming up was Jimmy Page, Angus Young, and Eddie Van Halen.
Awesome.
Jimmy Page's guitar work on stuff like Stairway to Heaven, Kashmir is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love the stage show that Angus Young puts on?
That's it.
It's just fun.
Have you tried to do his walk across stage live?
I'm far too uncoordinated to do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll need to get you up trying it one day.
one day.
Yeah, I tried it on stage for one gig, and I fell over, ass over. Fell over. It was hilarious. The crowd loved it, but
we've all got those embarrassing stage stories. But and the big one for me when I was really young, when I was 12, was hearing Eddie Van Halen for the first time.
Yeah.
When I heard Eruption, that was a moment that turned me from just some kid wanting to play guitar into wanting to actually take this thing seriously and take it to the next level. Because that's the first time I heard what a guitar could actually do.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a great tune as well. And even that whole album that Eruption's on, like that album is so good.
It's mind-blowing. I mean, it came out in 1978 from memory. It blew everybody's minds back then, and it's still blowing everyone's minds 40 years later now.
Yeah, wow. That's a long time for an album just to be still so cool. So, yeah. We've got another random question. So, if you were to be a guitar, what would your guitar be? What would it look like?
There's so many guitars out there I like, but I can't go past just a classic style Gibson Les Paul.
Yeah.
There's, it's like the Strat. It's just a standard guitar that's been fashionable for the past, 60 years or however long it's been.
Yeah.
And it's a workhorse. You can do everything with it, so it would have to be just a Les Paul.
Les Paul. Yeah, and they feel good as well when you're playing them. Like, they sound good.
Yeah.
They're just warm, hey? Like,
and just the feel of it, like, some people don't like a very heavy guitar on the back, but for me, I enjoy that because I feel like I'm actually playing a guitar.
I was just about to say that because I feel the same thing. Like, that's probably one of the reasons why I'm playing this Greg Bennett that I'm playing at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, it's heavy, but you feel like you're working with it, and you feel when you're playing, you're like, I'm getting the chords, and I have to really make it music. Oh, yeah, it responds to you. So if you're playing soft, a soft sound. If you're digging in a little bit to get the louder,
it's a very dynamic expression.
Yeah.
Very expression-ish.
Yeah.
Intro, whatever that word is.
Love it.
Expressive, that's the one. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, so good. So, when you came to G4 guitar, why did you want to become a teacher?
Okay, I'll answer that question in two parts. So the first part, just being a teacher, I wanted to become a teacher because, you know, music's obviously my passion. I enjoy every part of it. I enjoy the business side, enjoy performing. I also really enjoy teaching because I've been very lucky to have had some amazing teachers throughout my playing who've guided, inspired me to where I am now.
Yeah.
And to be able to share that passion with other people is inspiring. It's nice because music is such a amazing gift to people.
Yeah.
You know, from just the sheer joy of playing to being a healing factor for people who may not have much of a outlet to put those negative things.
Yeah.
So to be able to teach people how to, I guess, like in a more spiritual way, how to channel those things through their music, that to me is one of the most amazing things that I can do.
Yeah.
In terms of wanting to teach at G4, I didn't know much about G4 prior to seeing the advertisement about looking for teachers. Then when I came in and talked to Jonathan, himself obviously, about the methods, there were so many things that I really enjoyed about it. I enjoyed the fact that, one, there was a structure in place. It wasn't random. There was a clear progression from day one to pretty much as far as you want to go with this thing. And every single skill is covered, so you're not going to be lacking in any areas. So reading, arpeggios, chord scales, you're going to have the complete knowledge, not just to play guitar, but also to be able to be a musician.
Yeah.
Because to me, there's a difference between being just a guitarist and being a musician. A musician understands music, and when you come to G4, you'll understand music.
Yeah.
And the fact is, everything's very friendly here. Everyone's awesome to teach. I love it.
Yeah.
The groups are awesome to work with. There's just so many positive things about working here that I've really enjoyed.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for the positive feedback as well, Matt. That's
Sure.
awesome. It's great having you on board as well because you're wanting to learn as well and develop your teaching too. And that's something that's, uniquely awesome about yourself because you're always wanting to better yourself too. So, and I've seen that just by working with you and how much more comfortable you've been teaching groups because that's one of the hardest things for a teacher is to teach in groups. And
the first time teaching groups was very daunting. I'm not going to lie. But with all things, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. So I've started really enjoying that aspect of it now.
Yeah. And that's probably the best part about G4, I think, as well as the groups and being able to interact with other musicians and for the students to learn, like you said before, become a musician, not just a guitarist. That's a really cool thing too. Sweet as. Well, thanks for that, Matt. Sweet. So let's play another tune, eh?
Okay.
Yeah. What do you want to play? Bit of blues or something, or do you want to go something more rocky?
What about a rocky blues?
Rocky blues. I like that. Let's do that.
Cover.
Yeah. What key?
Let's do A.
A? Key of A. Awesome. Cool. Alright, you can start.
Alright.
What sort of feel do you want? Swing or straight rock?
Shuffling.
Shuffling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just jam on the 12 bar and then take it from there, I guess.
Count us in.